Okay, the power supply I have comes with the option, and the case supports it, of mounting the cooling fan down, upright or upside down. So I can have it blowing air up, or I can have it blowing air down. Now, I'm not so sure I want it blowing air down, because I'm afraid that's just going to suck dirt into the case. But then again, if it's blowing air, well, it's going to be blowing heat out, downwards, and I don't know if I like that idea or not. I know people do it. I know this power supply is designed to go that way. It's unidirectional. The reason I know is if I pull the power supply, turn it over, it's still upright, writing right there. The writing is still correct there. So I know this thing can go either way. And the cord mounting points go either way. The case has a grill on the bottom. In fact, I can put a case fan, and I might put that extra case fan down here, blowing downwards to keep dirt from coming in up underneath. I'm going to go ahead and have it going up. Simple, and again, because if it's blowing air down, and I have a fan going up here, it's just going to circulate hot air. If I have this blowing up and this fan blowing up, it's blowing hot air upwards, okay? And then I can get the heat moving out of the case, because we're going to have air moving this way and this way. The water cooler, unfortunately, is going to have air going down, because I don't want to trap dirt between those fans and the water cooler. So we have heat going this way, air going that way. It'll push it out the back. There should be enough fans moving air this direction to push it out the back. We're going to have to make sure all those fans are moving the right way. I can do that once the power supply is in here. Plug the cord in, turn it on, make sure the fans are going. You don't really want to do that too often with power supplies, because it's not good for them to be on without a power connection, without a load. They don't like it. So let me flip this thing over and get it bolted in. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, during that last segment, I could see some of the people who have some knowledge about this going, no, don't do it. I did some reading. The power supply companies recommend you put the power supply fan downward, so it's sucking air in from underneath the case. The power supply is self-contained with its cooling. It pulls air in with that fan and out the back with the vents in the back of the power supply. By pulling the air in from underneath the case is pulling in cool air instead of pulling warm air from inside the case. So I'm going to go ahead and mount it that way, the way it's sitting right now with the fan downwards. Okay? So I stopped and did some reading. Don't worry, I didn't do it wrong. Put the fan downwards with the top of the power supply nice and neat with a nice sticker on it, so everyone can see what power supply you have. Not like any of my friends will care. They're just going to look at it and go, why'd you get a white computer? That's all they're going to say. They're not going to understand any of this stuff. All right, be back in a bit. All right, got the power supply mounted in. I discovered something while I was doing that. I put my hand on the bottom of the case. I remember reading about this. Wasn't paying attention to it. This case, not with this cutout, so if I'm going to do something with this cutout, I got to do something different. It's metal, so some small rare earth magnets would probably work. I can test that because I got some magnets right behind me. But I don't think we want too much magnet around here. Yep, case is definitely magnetic. There is a screen for preventing dirt from coming into your power supply down there. There is not one here, and this is pretty easy to remove. There's not one here, but some tiny magnets would work. The magnets will be fine because they won't get to the computer parts way up inside the case, especially if I use some small ones. And I have the small magnets laying around here because, well, I just collect stuff like that. And with some small magnets on there, I could protect a fan like this one. I have an extra fan right there so that it's not sucking up dirt as well. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this fan at the bottom of the case with air blowing up. So it's also sucking in cool air from underneath, blowing air upwards. I'm going to have those radiator fans pushing into that. I don't want to do that. Anyhow, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm about to put the motherboard in. We're making progress. Talk to you guys in a bit. Alright everyone, we got the motherboard installed. I like the black and white look of this case. What I'm going to do is get the water cooler installed. And I'm calling it quits for a while because it's late at night. I had family duties during the day, so I'm staying up late to get this done. Once the water cooler is installed, I don't have a whole lot left before I can boot it up and see what's going on. I will need to put in the optical drives. They're going to have to go in. I got to put in a hard drive, and I got to do most of the cabling. The cabling is going to be the time-consuming part here, I think. I don't think the rest of this is. I'm not going to plug any of the cables or anything into the motherboard tonight. Just going to get this water cooler installed so I can close up the top of the case. Okay, once that's done, the top of the case can be closed. So, I'm going to read up the directions on how to put the water cooler in and get it on there. I don't like having the CPU exposed. So that's part of why. I don't think it's going to hurt anything to have it exposed like that. I just don't like the idea of it. Okay? Okay, everyone. The back plate that comes with the water cooler, there is a hole here for it. But with this motherboard, the CPU is set off a little bit. It fits in there, but when I was putting it in there, I put a little too much pressure on the case or something because it was a little bit of a pop. It bugged me a lot. I don't like it. So it'd be better to put this backplate on if you use this motherboard with this case. Put the backplate on before you tighten the screws down to the motherboard. I got it in there. I just wish I'd done it differently. Okay? Now, on the other side of the case, we got wires everywhere right now because I haven't done any cable management, and I'm not going to until near the end. Okay? And the case is starting to get heavy because we're putting parts in it. It's going to. I've got the standoffs on here. I can feel that thing moving on the front and the back. That'll stop happening when we get the cooling on there. So far, so good. This hasn't been bad. Of course, I'm only done with step 2. I'm working on step 3 now, which is installing the fans and the radiator. Okay? So here comes the fun part. I'll come back and let you know how that goes and give you anything that you might need to know. Oops. I'm pausing the wrong thing. I was turning the TV back on. We can't have that on YouTube. Well, here's the fun of putting together a PC. I came across a problem. The problem being, I can't put the fans in with the motherboard in. I'm going to have to take the motherboard out to put the fans in. It's a minor setback, not a major one, but there's not enough clearance for the screws on the fans since the fans have to be inside the case. They cannot be on the top of the case because then the case won't shut properly on the top. Second thing I decided to do is I was going to use a different set of fans on this thing than the ones that came with it, but I decided to go ahead and use the fans that came with it because the ones I bought, being from the same company, mind you, are 0.26 amps, and the fans that came with the water cooler are 0.28 amps. They look the same. The fan blades are not quite the same, though. If you start looking at them, the fan blades are not quite the same. The fans on this is the fan that came with it. These are the replacement fans. The fan blades on this are stouter and heavier, so they're going to move air a little bit better. It's a higher power fan, so it can take and move more air than this will. I'm going to replace the white case fans with these, so they're not going to go to waste. I'm just going to replace the case fans with these. These are static pressure fans, however, which means they can handle a pressure load. That they can just move air better. It won't hurt anything to replace just the standard case fans with them. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you can see it in there. The water cooler is mounted. I'm not going to move the case just yet. I'll come back and show you what the case looks like once I get the motherboard put back in. But I got the water cooler mounted. The top of the case has a lot of different holes up there to accommodate a lot of different water coolers. Take your time with it because I wanted it centered, and the first time, actually the first 3 times I bolted it down up there, it wasn't centered. So just take your time, you'll get it. I'll be back in a bit. It's not that hard to do. The screws are set up so they only go in one way, and you can't punch a hole in the water cooler. Okay, we got the motherboard. We have the motherboard mounted back in. We have the water cooler mounted at the top. It is somewhat centered. Okay, you can't really see the water cooler because I'm zoomed in too much. Let me zoom it back out. There we go. If I raise the camera just a tiny bit, you can see the water cooler is mounted up at the top. It is centered, and again, just take your time with it. There's lots of holes. Make sure you get your holes lined up the way you want them. Okay? I have the fan cables running in the back. I'm probably going to have to bring them back to the front. It's going to be fun connecting the cables from this to the motherboard like it says to, because there's little or no room up at the top with those fans in there. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I've got everything lined up. I read the directions one more time. This looks like it's really simple to do. You pull this plastic thing off and it exposes the thermal paste and everything. You have these 4 thumb screws right here that you're going to put in there. The thumb screws are here. You take this water pump block, and I want to align it so the Corsair is horizontal, and you slide it over those 4 hole pins. And it's, of course, harder than it looks to do so. Hopefully I'm not getting in the way of the camera. Okay, I see what part of the problem is too. And there are alignment issues with it. I've got it aligned right now. I'm going to take and put one of these on there so it holds itself in place and doesn't start moving around on me. Hopefully I got this in the right way. I think I do. Now, one of the fortunate things is these guys have a screw in the back, so I can do that with it. I have one on. The second one is started. Let me get the third and fourth one started, and I'll be a lot happier with this thing. There's a lot of stress because the CPU, the cooler is pushing, the hoses here are pulling this thing on me and torquing it. So I'm having a hard time getting this last one started. Nope, I don't want to start. Let's try the bottom. I might have to lay the thing down and quit videotaping. Yeah, I'm knocking things on the floor and they're going boom, and I don't like that either. If I can get one of these two to start, the other one will go. Well, it looks like that one started. I'm going to quit videotaping. I'm going to lay the thing down on its side, okay? Because it will be easier for me to work with.